But there are people that can sit down in one place and tell you what will happen in 5 years to come. There are people, like I said last time I was giving prophecy on the 31st night of 2019. I said that God is saying to me that there are prophets that are not on the altar to preach just normal as we are preaching the Bible or reading the Bible and preaching, but they are prophets. And I begin to ask God, what type of prophets are these prophets that are not carrying microphone like me and sitting on the altar to begin to conduct deliverance or begin to see vision for people? God said these are people have given different kinds of gift to use it for nations and to use it to emancipate, to use it to bring truth and to use it to teach people what it ought to be learned and what ought to be done, and especially in government and other levels of life. And I cited example. I said Nnamdi Kanu is one of them. I said people like all these people that are seeing things and they're saying this is where things are heading to, this is where things are heading to, and when they say it out, the people that are concerned pays deaf ear. At the end of it all, those things begin to happen. I say this is because there is a complete negligence to what is called intelligence gathering, or what is called spiritual impact in the terms of government. If you go to the land of Israel, when they had their problems, and the problem was so much that the people were like, oh, what do we do next? We don't know what to do. The king himself went straight away and asked them, was there no prophet here? Because then Elijah has been taken away, but Elisha was still in the town. But he never knew Elisha. He was asking, is there no prophet that we may inquire something from? And he was advised that there's a prophet called Elisha that was pouring water in the hand of Elijah, which means he was serving Elijah, and is the man that collected a double portion of the anointing of Elijah. And what happened? Instantly, the king ordered they should bring him, and they brought him, and they said, please, what shall we do about this case and this case? And Elisha stood there and then and gave a solution that solved their national problem. Now, what I see in Nigeria is what is called a myopic side in terms of human resources. A human being is not supposed to be shot dead. Whether the person is a criminal, or the person is a thief, or the person is a killer, as long as you have the opportunity to overpower such a person, get the person alive and explore the intelligence in that person. Western world and Western nations and countries all over the world that have discovered this, what they do is they put you in a place, begin to gather intelligence from you, begin to gather ideas. They will gather ideas and they will come to a point that your ideas will help them solve mysteries in the things that has been troubling them, or the issue of securities and all of that. And at the end of it all, you see human intelligence, human capacity, human wisdom, and human brain helps the country and helps the people to actualize on a way to move forward. Now, I come to the case of what is called the issue of people struggling and fighting to be together. When I look at what is happening in Nigeria, the Lord began to open my eyes spiritually to look into the affairs of Nigerian governance and what is happening in Nigeria. I discovered that sometimes it seems to the people in authority that, oh, it is only crude oil or only mineral resources or taxations and some of the source of their incomes are the only way they can be able to, better the masses. But they forgot to know there are what is called human intellectuals or human resources or human giftings or the things that are already endowed in people that one discovered can change the story of the country. This is why a lot of people are agitating. They want to go on their own. I've given prophecies here on how people are going to be agitating, and I told them, I say, more this year is also going to be a heavy year of agitation. That agitation will rise in such a way that it will be too powerful to control, and that is exactly what we are seeing happening all over the place. And the reason of this is because when God speaks, whatever God says is what will surely come to pass. The problem for the country and what the people that are in authority fail to understand is that the human resources is the most great and the most efficient and the most availability and the things that can uphold a nation and take the nation higher than ever. that ever think of. Look at a country like Israel, just had a war with their neighbors, and people are shooting missiles in the air to bombard Israel, not knowing that already they have also built what is called Iron Dome. This Iron Dome is a thing that collects missile, destroy it in the air, and never let it land to the places it was supposed to land and destroy things. This was done by human intelligence. These were things that human beings sat together and put their heads together and developed. I've told the people before, I say the problem we have in this country of insecurity and everything that is happening all over the place is because the people, the destinies has not been harnessed. And I've already given something, an instance here a few months ago. I gave an instance. I said I was in a bus and we were coming from a place. Then, very long time ago, I was in a public bus. Long time ago, I was sitting in a public bus and we were coming towards Alaba International, and there's these two people on bike. The speed they used to pass us. I told the people in the bus, I said, this very bike has robbed somewhere, probably bank. And what you see them holding like briefcase should be what they have stolen from the person they've robbed. And that is why they are moving on this speed that I see. But if it's a country that will be able to follow intelligence, I would have just right there tell the security agency, I say, follow that bike, follow it manually, and watch where they are going. But the people in the bus never believed me. What did they say? They said, no, it's people, maybe they're all these bike riders. I said, okay, watch and see. It wasn't up to 3 poles we saw where a white man that came out of the bank, his briefcase were snatched, and the people were there clamoring and shouting, oh, they go this way, they go that way. You see, it is high time that everybody, let's all put our hands together and begin to explore the human resources. Now, if you look at what is happening in the northeast and all these places, you see there are a lot of young men that are highly skilled and potential to be great armies and great soldiers and defenders of the nation. But somehow they have been thwarted and the enemy have confused them. Instead of them to be a blessing to the nation, they now become against the nation. You see to that? So all of the things, a lot of work need to be done in terms of human intellectuals, the human gift and human endowment and human resources. A lot of work need to be done. If I have my way to advise the people in authority and the people that has all the decision making, I will advise them to forget about investing in going to build oil well, going to build a reservoir. Let them invest in the people. If it is possible, in every state, in every local government, in every region or every geopolitical zone, let them begin to call for the best of every department. Oh, people that are welders, we want to see the best welders. People that are mechanic, we want to see the best mechanic. People that are footballers, we want to see the best footballers. People that are good in writing things, writing, the best handwriting, want to see the best. People that are this in this, want to see the best. Let all the state and every local government begin to do this. By the time you will see people that are technical, people that can, put things together to form one thing or the other, let them come, want to see the best. Select 1, 2, 3 of them. First, second, and third in every of these departments and every other area you want to call about. By the time you are done with this in all the local government, you will produce people that will catapult everybody to the top. This is why the Biafrans want to go, so that they will go and do this. That is why they want to go. They want to go and work on their human resources. And this is why some other people are saying that it's like the people and the power are not seeing this gift. You are not seeing this gift. And when you are not seeing these human resources, China here will now come and be building road for you. China here will now come and be building battery charger for you. China will be coming to build bulb, electric for you. China will come and be constructing gutter for you. When you have the people that all you need is to use part of the resources you have thrown here and there, put it together, bring these people, you will surprise the kind of product you will get. Put them like people that you put on the run. Put them, test run their grace, test run what God has given to them. And by the time you will be amazed with what will come out. You'll be amazed with what the people will offer you. You will be amazed with what these people will come out with. Something just happened in the church. I decided this year program, I don't want to tell anybody, bring anything or do anything. I say, committee, oh yeah, take over this thing, do it. The way the committee did the work they did, it was so fantastic that everybody were so happy. I said, oh, these are the things I normally say I am helping. Let me help and do everything and support them to make sure everything works. I don't even know that when I'm saying I help, I am the one now stopping or hindering the thing not to move well. But this time around, I fold my hand and I call a few people and I put it in their hands. They did it perfectly okay and everything was excellent. 100% excellent. So if I will advise the people that are at the helm of affair, let them start doing this now. Start picking people. Not to look at street. Street is a place that somebody can. I told people, I say, streets of every rate, every street, you can privatize the street. You call the people in the street and say, who are the best people in this street? Now, this street, this is where you are going to do it, and this is how you get your revenue. When you finish, this is what you'll be coming to take. But anytime we come, we see that this street is not clean, and this is what we are going to charge you. All the things we are giving to you, we'll bring it back. But this is our agreement. Sign the agreement and put the people that are in the street there. If that person is no more, bring another person from the street, put it there to monitor and to follow up. You'll be surprised. By the time they are done, they will give you the best. Put the security in the hands of the people. Give them guideline. All these things are mentalities and giftings and things that are already given, but because people are not fast in thinking, people are not, reasoning these things together, they now see it, oh, all these things are not needful, we don't need it, blah, 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 and things are getting spoiled on a daily basis. I'm a major prophet of God, and by the grace of God, I am not against anybody, and I'm not for anybody. Anybody will say, oh, this one is against me or whatever. I'm giving the truth. I said discussion will be the best, and when discussions are made, everybody will find a way forward, and when we get a way forward, we will move on, and our moving on will be the best for us. Nobody wants to see anybody cry. Whether I am from the north or I am from the west, I am from the south, I am from the east, anywhere I come from. People in the north, I would not like to see them cry. And people in the south, I would never like to see them cry. And people in the west, I would never like to see them cry. In the east, I can never allow to see them cry. Because we must all put our hands together and join ourselves together and give the best. The best is always what God is asking from us. God said, put in your best, do what you can do, and then allow God to finish the work. God is the one that has the final say. But you must do the ones you can do, and then allow God to do the rest.